Hello, my name is Johanna Anderson and I'm a subject librarian at the University of Gloucestershire. And I want to talk to you today about Ebook SOS, the campaign that librarians have been running to try and fight for a fair deal for students regarding access to ebooks. So to give you a bit of background, only 10% of academic titles are available to university libraries in electronic format. This might surprise you if you've seen a lot of the titles available via Amazon, Kindle, or similar providers. And the reason for this is because libraries cannot buy ebooks in the same way that individual consumers can. So ebooks are licensed to us. We don't own them, and they're often at much greater cost than the hard copy, and they've got access restrictions on them. So, for example, only one person can use them at a time. This is annoying enough in normal times, but when COVID struck and libraries were closed, students and academics became heavily reliant on ebooks because you couldn't access the physical library. So librarians were working really hard to try and get electronic access for students. In 2020, the biggest academic publishers raised their ebook prices extortionately and restricted licenses. So even the books that were available in ebook format, libraries couldn't buy them. And here are some examples just to give you a bit of an illustration on what's been happening. Now, this is becoming the norm. These aren't just random examples. This is becoming the norm. So this book about how to write a thesis, in print format, it's £21. For a single user ebook for 1 year access, it's £455. That's a huge increase on the price of the print copy, and that is just, as I said, for a year's access. This book is available for £30 print copy, £576 for one user at a time access for just a year, and then we would have to pay again to access it for another year. So if you consider it, that's kind of like at the end of a year, publishers coming into our library and taking all the books off the shelves and saying to us, well, you can have them back if you pay for them again. That would not be acceptable. So why is it acceptable for ebooks? Publishers have also started saying to us, well, you can have these titles, but only if you subscribe to a whole bundled package from us. So that's kind of similar to if you go into a bookshop and take a book up to the counter to buy, and the desk staff say to you, well, you can have that book, but you've got to buy all of the rest of the books in the shop in order to access it for an awful lot of money. Again, that's not acceptable, but that's the situation that libraries are being put in. So librarians acted, publishers weren't listening to us, so we started a campaign led by me to ask the Education Select Committee to investigate the academic ebook market because it wasn't working for us or for students. And to date, an unprecedented 4,000 people sector-wide signed the letter, including the National Union of Students and several vice-chancellors and professors. What we need is more students to sign this open letter. And the Education Select Committee have said that they are too busy to investigate the market. We are persisting with them, so we will be following this up. So we have since taken the campaign to the Competition and Markets Authority, who are considering it. But we really need to raise the profile of this situation. We have been collecting examples of the broken ebook market using the hashtag ebook SOS on Twitter, and also we've been using a open source spreadsheet where librarians across the UK have been crowdsourcing examples, and it really paints a stark picture. I've included all of the links at the bottom of this video for you to look at the end, so you can go and have a look at it. And this is a global situation, so this is happening to libraries worldwide. We have been very successful in getting the media's attention. So the media started noticing and have been running articles on the issue. So the BBC News reported the scandal. The Guardian newspaper has reported what's been going on. One Keiichi have also featured pieces. Times Higher Education, and the issue trended on Reddit, which was a big deal for us. But the people in charge have done nothing about it. So the government aren't taking a lot of notice of us, and the higher education minister doesn't seem to be engaging at all with the issues, and she could actually step in and do something about it. We can't do this without you. So what we need is more student voices, because it's you that we're fighting for. What can you do to help? Please sign our open letter. Again, a link is at the bottom of this presentation. Ask your friends and course mates and family to do the same. Use our template letter to write to your members of parliament to try and get this matter raised with their colleagues and with the relevant ministers. This is an issue that is also impacting on NHS libraries, FE colleges, school libraries, all libraries really. So it's an issue that affects all of us, not just students. So do share the open letter and share the issue with friends and family and people that you know. And together, hopefully, we can bring about an investigation that will get a fair deal for students, because this is not a good use of your money and we need to do something about it. It is not good use of public funding. If you have any questions, there is our contact details I've also put at the bottom of this presentation, and various resources you can go and have a look at. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to you joining the campaign. Bye bye.